Will you overlook it?
Exactly.
Will you be the one man
Are you the
who
sucker?
accepts what the other 10 wouldn't?
Are
This
you the
is
sucker?
reputation.
We've all been there, done that though. We've all been suckers. Don't lie, you've been a sucker too. I've been a sucker, you've been, everyone has to go through that whole sucker thing, and then we all gotta like suck it up and be like, all right, I'm done sucking. Pause. Oh my days.
There's something no one wants to say out loud anymore, so I will. We live in a culture where the body count conversation gets flipped. If a man brings it up, he's labeled as insecure, and if a woman avoids it, she's called empowered.
Yeah,
But here's
facts.
what no one is admitting.
Yeah, but does that actually work? Like, are there actually still grown men in 2025 that hear the phrase, you're insecure, and they go, oh, well, I'm just going to ignore objective reality because she's right. Like, every man who's dealt with women understands that that's the oldest trick in the book. The jig is up. Calling you insecure or telling you what a real man is or what a real man should do is just a manipulation tactic that women use to take advantage of weak men. Women know that any man that is actually secure wouldn't even care if she believes that he's secure or not. So the moment you fall into the, oh, I'm insecure, just let her do whatever she wants to do trope, you're cooked.
Body count still matters.
Absolutely.
It matters because it affects pair bonding. It shapes long-term loyalty. It rewires how she views men, sex, and emotional connection. You don't need a number. You need to listen. Because a
Even
woman
with men as well, when you like cheat enough times, you realize like, damn, like everybody's low-key the same. So you kind of stop like thinking about S3X in like a very romantical way. You just think of it as like, oh, I'll just put something in the hole and that's it.
Oh yeah, AD.
with a lot of men won't tell you directly. She will never tell you directly. Through casual phrases she's repeated so many times, they sound normal, but they're not. This is why I wrote Attraction Secrets, guys. Not to teach game, not to help you get girls, but to arm you with the psychology to spot patterns, decode female behavior, and take
Let's see if I know any of these 8 things.
Because
Let's
once
see.
you learn
Olivia
what to listen
Alexa.
for,
Okay.
you turn the whole script on its head. The link is in the description. Now let's
Kinda
get
like
into
this
the 8
girl.
phrases women say when they've slept with a lot of men. Number 1, body count is just a number. This is the girl's
Yeah,
mind when her number
that's
is
the
high and her
cleanest
tolerance for
one.
judgment is low. She doesn't want to explain it. She doesn't want to own it. She wants to convince you that you shouldn't care. This phrase is a preemptive strike designed to flip the guilt onto you. But if it was really just a number, she wouldn't need to diffuse the topic before it even starts. Think about that. Women instinctively know that a man values exclusivity. A woman who's proud of her choices won't dodge. She dodges because deep down, she knows it changes how you see her. So instead of transparency, she gives you permission to suppress your own standards. Number 2, if men can do it, women can do it too. This is where logic gets weaponized. She's not trying to match energy, she's trying to erase consequence. She wants to sleep around, detach emotion, call it liberation, and still be seen as high quality.
So every single one of these is just women not taking accountability, right? Or am I bugging out? Every single one is a woman not taking accountability. They just, it doesn't matter. If you're not gonna, it's like, bro, come on, man.
But here's the problem. Biology doesn't work like that. When men sleep around, they increase sexual options. When women do it, they decrease how deeply they can bond with a man.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't like that fact. A lot of people get angry, and there's always one woman in the comments that goes, I care about a man's body count too, but we're just talking about in the dating marketplace. Obviously, morally, it's the same if a man is promiscuous versus when a woman is promiscuous.
True, but it's not. But listen, in my opinion anyway, if man's cheating, this is all hypothetical. If man's cheating and I don't like the thing, I don't really care about what's happening. I'm just there for one goal. I just want to nut and that's it. If I genuinely like the woman, then that action, I'm not going to say out loud, S3X actually is making love, because you have to actually like the woman. You know what I'm saying? When you're just sleeping around with a bunch of men, or even just sleeping around a bunch of women, it makes it seem like it's just a game. It's no longer like what it's supposed to be.
But what we're saying here is when it comes to your ability to date other people, it definitely affects women significantly more than it affects men. Drake ain't missing out on sleeping with any woman that he wants to sleep with because he's already slept with multiple other women. But if you look at a lot of these ex-pornstars or women who have done, they'll tell you that they have a hard time dating because of their past. They want the man that other women like to only like them. And when men sleep with multiple people, it just shows that he has the capability of sleeping with other people. So women like him. And for some women, it is a turnoff, don't get me wrong. But for majority, that's not going to be the make or break. While on the flip side, for most men, if you're sleeping with a lot of dudes, that's going to be the make or break of the relationship. So it definitely is different. We can all be adults. Let's just be adults here and just see objective reality. It's definitely different.
Why? Because men are wired to reproduce. relationships. Women are wired to pair bond. The more men she's had, the harder it becomes to connect deeply to any one man.
Yep,
so when
it's
she
true.
uses this phrase, what she's saying is, I want to do what I want to do, and I want you not to care. But if you accept that, you're signing up for a relationship built on male guilt and female entitlement. Number 3, I just like my freedom. This one gets thrown around during the relationship talk. She says she's independent and she's not trying to be controlled. But what she's really saying is, I want your attention and emotional investment without obligation, though.
Yep.
This
Yeah.
phrase
Exactly.
is non-exclusivity dressed up as independence.
She doesn't want to do a single damn thing, but she wants you to do everything. That's basically what she just said. She wants you to be in love with her and do this for her and do that for her, but she's independent, so she's not going to do nothing for you.
And that's why I always say you should expect reciprocation for any woman that you sacrifice for. Because currently in the modern times, if a woman can take advantage of you, she will, and other women will cheer her on and her taking advantage of you. And right now, the common way the just don't want the sacrifice.
Let's get back to the numbers, big bro.
Because that's your contribution.
Shut the
to
hell up.
family.
She wants to move like she's single while benefiting from your consistency.
Yep.
She's been through enough men to know commitment limits options. So she throws out freedom to keep the door cracked open. But here's the game. She doesn't want to be claimed unless you're better than her past. That's not freedom, that's leverage. And if you go along with it, you're just a placeholder until she upgrades.
That's what I'm saying. Unless you're better than her past. That's why you lot need to just stop doing this whole chasing woman thing and just focus on getting money and going into the gym. All you should be doing right now, as long as you're over the age, I'd say, of like 16, 15, you should be not focused on money. You should be focused on finishing school and going to the gym and getting money. I mean, you shouldn't be focused on women. You should be focused on money, going to school, and going to the gym. Those are the only 3 things you should be doing. The gym, every single man, at least at some point in their life, they end up going to the gym. Why not just start now? It's going to happen anyway. It's going to happen. Everybody ends up going to the gym. It don't matter if you want to get really big. Maybe you just want to lose weight. Maybe you want a 6-pack. Maybe you just want to be fit. Go, get fit. Do your thing, bro. Be healthy. Eat healthy. Grind. Work. Don't stop.
Number 4,
There's
sex
no point.
doesn't really mean anything to me. This
How it means more to a woman than a man? Because woman, you're letting someone inside of you. You're letting another man drill you. But you like, how does that even make sense?
Until she upgrades. Number 4, sex doesn't really mean anything to me. This is what a disconnected nervous system sounds like. She's not confident. She's numb. And that numbness didn't start naturally. It was trained. Here's the biology. Every time a woman has sex, her brain releases oxytocin, which is the bonding hormone. When that bonding gets broken over and over again with no emotional return, her system adapts. She detaches. She disconnects. She treats intimacy like a handshake.
She's
because
100%
Yeah, that's what
right.
I'm
for so
saying.
long. When she says this, it's not a flex. It's a confession of emotional burnout. She's telling you that she could sleep with a man and not care because she's already done it too many times to still feel anything from it. Number 5,
And then that's when S3X is no longer a factor with women anymore. Yeah, your wood can feel good, but she's felt good by 20 other woods. Most probably way more than yours could ever make her feel. She's probably been through an extra 5 of them that feel better than yours. So for you, just like cheating her like that isn't enough no more. You got to do everything over the moon with her. And then obviously because it just feels like a handshake to her, she's going to want a different handshake that feels better. So it's like,
I don't regret anything. I learned from every single experience. This is how she rebrands a reckless past as growth. She turns every X into a lesson, every hookup into a chapter. And if you buy into it, you'll convince yourself she's wiser because she's had more men. But what she's really doing is laundering her past into something socially acceptable. She's not being honest, she's being strategic. Because if she admitted the real reason she slept with so many men, which would be impulse, attention, boredom, revenge, you will walk away. And she
Bingo.
won't.
Like, anything
So
more
she
than like
wraps it
2,
in a
3,
bow
it's
and
a
calls
wrap,
it
bro.
evolution. Number 6, I mean, everyone has a past, but this phrase never gets
Oh
thrown
my God, that one is crazy. That one is
out
crazy.
unless her past would make you leave. She's not just trying.
If I was beating up on women and then she was asking me about my previous domestic violence cases and I said everybody has a past, I don't think that she would accept that. The best
she
thing you
would
could
not,
do to
my
determine
friend.
somebody's future is look at their past. A woman and a relationship is going to be the biggest investment that you make in your life. You're literally choosing the woman who's going to raise your daughter. And if you don't want your daughter to be like the woman that you're with, then maybe you shouldn't be with that woman. It's a huge investment men make, and you got to judge a woman's past in order to know where she's probably going in the future. It's not always the case, but every good investor does research on the investment before he makes the investment.
One, she's
He
testing
said
you. She wants
investor.
to know, will you ignore it? Will you overlook it?
Exactly.
Will you be the one man
Are you the
who
sucker?
accepts what the other 10
Yeah.
wouldn't?
Are
This
you the
is
sucker?
reputation.
We've all been there, done that though. We've all been suckers. Don't lie, you've been a sucker too. I've been a sucker. You've been. Everyone has to go through that whole sucker thing, and then we all gotta like suck it up and be like, all right, I'm done sucking. Pause. Oh my days. But yeah, you might know what I'm talking about, bro. Man's done sucking. It's time for me. It's time for someone else to be the sucker.
Management in disguise. She wants the benefit of having a clean slate without having to live like she earned it. And if you accept that phrase without asking questions, she knows she has you. Number 7, I was just having a phase. This one always comes
Phase.
after the damage is done. She's not calling it a mistake. She's calling it a season. The clubbing, the hookups, the tender flings, it's all filed under
tired
her
of you.
past life. Now she's ready to settle down. But what she really means is she wants the title of wife now that she's already lived like the wild girl. And she wants you to believe you're getting the best version of her when you're really just getting the cleanup version. Number
Yep.
8, I don't get attached easily. This one sounds chill on the surface. She says it like it's maturity,
That's
like
bad.
she's in control. But the truth is, she's
That's
detached
bad.
because she's been through too many meaningless experiences. Women are biologically wired to connect through sex. It's a normal, natural
Yep.
thing. So when a woman
100%,
tells you that she doesn't get
110%.
attached easily, what she's really saying is, I've had to numb myself because sex hasn't meant anything to me for a long
Exactly.
time. If you're looking for something casual, she's perfect. If you're looking for real connection, she can't even access that anymore. So here's the final word. The most dangerous phrases don't sound dangerous at all. They sound normal because repetition hides dysfunction.
Exactly.
And most women today have said these phrases enough times that they actually start to believe them. But if you know what to listen
Shazam.
for, you will never, ever be misled again. This is why my book, Attraction Secrets,
She's a good woman, and she looks good. Damn, that's a good woman. Olivia Alexa. Nothing. I forgot my thing. My thing is about to go off. But yeah, Olivia, Alexa. I'm just saying, like, if you ever want to do something with me, get married to me, and then man there, like, man's there, bro. Man's there. We would make some nice looking babies.